does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
New Mexico, 3.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Connection to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
After that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Lobos want to crank the tempo. Trying play action. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Lobos will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the grab. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Chippewas can really attack on this second and short. Pucks it out of the air. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. He's got it down the middle. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Looking downfield, it's Tompkins trying to set up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone. Touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive.
14, New Mexico, 3.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Lobos moving quickly to the line. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after, and he thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Stoneburner. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
First and goal, New Mexico.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Chippewas with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's in open space downfield. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Tompkins. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining 1st half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. And the Chippewas come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Oh, better look out. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Tompkins. Got his man out of the backfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
New Mexico, 10.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Lobos will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds a little space. There he goes. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
To the ground with the back.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The run from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Lobos. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
On to attempt the try. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
New Mexico.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. To throw, it's Tompkins. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Lost one deep down the right side. It's caught. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Lynn. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Final play of the quarter coming. Here's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, guys, and Central Michigan has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll move the tight end. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Complete in the middle. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Stoneburner. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They just keep firing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Second down, he'll throw it. Unleashes it. He's got it. Touchdown, New Mexico. They move on top here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the Chippewas in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. The Chippewas decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up. Quick tempo here for the offense. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got the first down. Looking for more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Running to the left. Puts him in the spin cycle. Touchdown, Lobos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
Central Michigan, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw. It's Tompkins. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And the Chippewas line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback taking the lead. You know, there's no real reason to panic. Think about it when this panicking effort really comes. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things.